Hi everybody, this is Mary from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is There's a Card Thursday, and I want to show you this card is a little step up from a simple stamping card, but it is very simple, very stamping. The only thing I add is a piece of designer series paper, so it could be considered simple stamping. What we're going to be using is we're going to be using the stamp set out of the Occasions catalog, Incredible Like You. We are going to be using Balmy Blue and Night of Navy ink. We're going to be using 2 pieces of cardstock, Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5, and then 5.5 by 4.25. And we are going to be using, of course, the Stamparatus. So, I'm going to set up the Stamparatus. Oh, and you're going to need a piece of let me put these all over here. A piece of scratch paper. Okay. We are going to do the hinge step in the Stamparatus, so I really don't even need this. Oh, and we're going to need, forgot all about this, we're going to need a piece of designer series paper. This is Tranquil Textures, and I am going to be cutting this down. I've got it as 6 by 6 right now, but I'm going to let me do that first. I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5.25. Okay, and then you're going to need some adhesive. Of course, I'm using my glue dots, and you're just going to make a card base out of your biggest piece of Whisper White, and you're going to attach this to it. Now, the reason we're using the Incredible Like You is these things, that geometric lines. I love those, but I think they go so well with the Tranquil Textures designer series paper. Oh, I got a piece of, get that off there. There we go. Got a glue dot on my nails. Okay, so we're just going to put this there. Okay. I'm going to sit on it while I do the rest. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to set this up to do the hinge step stamping. So I'm going to put my piece of 5.5 by 4.25. Well, first of all, I'm going to put it just like this. I'm going to get a piece of my scratch paper, and I'm going to just put a piece of scratch paper right like that, okay? Then I am going to lay this on top. What I'm doing is I'm doing a stamp off. Okay, so I'm putting that up on top. I'm going to, with Balmy Blue, make sure this is right in the corner. With Balmy Blue, I'm inking that up. And I'm going to stamp off. Okay? And then I'm taking the scratch paper away and I'm going to stamp. Okay? Then I'm putting the scratch paper back on. This is a perfect stamp set for the hinge set. It works perfectly. I'm doing the Balmy Blue again. Stamp off. Stamp. Put that up there. Going to do the hinge step once again. Stamp off. That's why I've got it right in the corner. So if I pull it away when I pull the piece of designer series paper off, I can go right back to it. Do the hinge stamp. Stamp off. Stamp. Do the hinge step one more time. When you get down this low, sometimes it pops up because it's not, so you've got to make sure the hinge sets in that stamparatus. And, whoops, almost didn't stamp off. Stamp off. Not like I haven't done that before. And stamp. Okay. Now I'm going to clean it. Put that away. Grab out the So Glad We're Friends. Going to put that right like that. Now you could add the other one and you can do this, so you can do a bunch of them, but I'm only going to do a couple of these. So, oops, make sure your balmy blue is covered. Put your knight and pick it up. Make sure it's in the middle again once it picks it up. And ink it up with your Knight of Navy. Stamp it. And now what you're going to do, after you put everything away, because in a tight area you need to have everything in its place. I'm going to take, so this is 4 1/4, so I am going to take a 1/2 inch here, or 1/4 inch here, and a 1/4 inch here. I'm actually going to take more than that, but let's go 1/4 by 1/4, and then we're going to take, this leaves me with 3 3/4. I am going to take a 1/2 inch. Let's see. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off there. I want it a little, because I want to show that. And a 1/2 inch off of here. I am going to take, this is 5, so I'm going to take 3/4 inch there. And 3/4 inch here. So this is roughly, I've got this, it's 4 by 2 3/4, okay? So it's about 1.5 inches off all the sides. I did that because I wanted to show off the designer series paper, the Tranquil Textures designer series paper. And this goes so well with that. I'm just going to put it on with some glue dots. Just like that. And there you got it. You got a great, simple card. Not that hard, though you do. I'd say this is probably for a casual stamper. You got some stamparatus, the hinge step in the stamparatus, and you're using some designer series paper. So remember to follow me on YouTube. All the information to purchase all the stuff to make this is down below. Don't forget that. I hope you enjoy this. Please share the YouTube and the post with all your friends. Thanks for visiting and happy stamping. Bye-bye.